a lot of idioms. Yeah, can you remember them?
I
Hit the
don't really
road. What
remember.
does that mean? Hit the road. Hit the road. Hit the road. I'm going to hit the road. That means I'm
Uh,
going home. I'm going
yeah,
somewhere. Hit the road. That's obvious,
somewhere.
really. Yeah, call it a day. That means that's it. We've
Like
finished. We're going
finish off.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go home. Right, okay. So, what have you been doing since I last saw you, which was July the 5th? Wow, quite a long time ago. What have you been up
Yeah.
to?
Well, nothing much, not gonna lie. Just been do my normal stuff. Like, yeah, nothing changed at all. Like, not any major event. Just the same
No.
thing every day. But
What like?
I do have some, uh,
Studying.
yeah, just studies and I do. But there's just some minor event like what is it? Russian test, like test
A
with
what test?
like Russian. Yeah, I'm
You're
learning
you're
Russian.
you're learning you're learning Russian language.
Yes.
Oh yeah, wow, that's
Mm-hmm.
interesting. So
Mm-hmm.
why are you learning Russian? Do you want to live in Russia?
Because well, I signed up in a school which is like what is it? Specialist school. It's for the good
Yeah.
student basically, and I happened to get in Russian because my score wasn't high enough for like English. Well, they put the language
That's
in like one thing, like one group. So if
yeah.
you get a score in English or other language, you could get into the three classes, which are Russian, English, and French. And I happens to get in Russian, so I have to learn Russian basically. That's like how I got it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, wow, that's interesting. So, how is your Russian language? Are you good?
It's not too bad. I mean, I can talk a little bit in Russian.
So, so if you once you learn Russian, I mean, okay, it's a useful language in Russia,
Hmm.
but not many other places, is it? Okay, you could be a diplomat or something like that. Yeah. Do you want to go there? Would you
Well,
like to visit Russia?
I mean, if I have the chance, yeah. I mean, I
Yeah,
do want to go outside the country at least once.
yeah, it's a good idea. So, where about? What
Mm.
city are you in?
I'm in the capital, Hanoi.
You're in Hanoi. Yeah. What's the weather like?
Oh, it's suddenly changed from like really hot to like rainy and cold for no
Oh yeah,
reason in the
it's
middle
really
of the
hot
week,
here.
and then I don't know what happened to the weather. It just suddenly changed like that.
Wow, that's strange. Yeah, it's really hot here actually in Thailand. I'm in Bangkok and it's boiling. I was
Mm.
I was in I was right on the Cambodia border actually for 1 week. I just arrived back in Bangkok today and it's just
Uh,
boiling, really hot. Wow, it's crazy. Yeah, I was on the Cambodia border for about 1 week and until today when I arrived back by train. I've got a job. Well, it's not like a real job. It's a business from the export business, sending some a lot of shoes and clothing from Thailand to Australia. But yeah, it's really boiling hot here. It's about 35 degrees.
yeah, that's
Crazy.
definitely very hot.
Yeah. Okay, so today then, Nam, would you like to read an article, or would you like to look at that lesson plan? This is family members for beginner. This is too easy for you.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I don't have any other topic to click in like the courses, so I just click in and try to, have a conversation at best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, right? Let's look at an article, yeah, right.
Okay.
Uh, right. This is good. This is good. Good material. Right, let's have a look then. I'm going to give you a couple of choices then. What about TikTok's newest financial trend? Um, Stuff about Japan, or would you like to read an article that's related to Vietnam? Yeah,
Let's do this. Yeah.
one minute. Right, I will find the article and I'll post it in the chat. Are you using a laptop or a phone? This is kind of important. Nam,
Hmm.
are you using a laptop or a phone?
A laptop.
That's good. Right. Well, that one's about 5 years old, but anyway. Right. All right. Okay. So, yeah, let's look at this one. Then this is a good thing to talk about. 1 second. It's just coming. Russian language. Wow, that's really interesting, huh? Nostrovia. That's the only word I know. But what do you think about the situation in Russia right now? It's a bit tasty, a bit different over there, isn't it? I think the West
Yeah.
has got it. I think, I think the West, like England and America, were crazy sanctioning Russia. I do. I don't. I'm not really. I don't. I think Putin's okay. There you go.
Hmm.
I'm not very popular saying that if I say it in England. But that Navalny guy that died the other day, he wasn't a nice guy at all, in my opinion. Right, okay. It should be arriving, and you're. Ooh,
Hmm.
what's going on? There we are. Have you got it? Could you open the link?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So, tell me, read the title, please.
It's top three places to visit in Vietnam.
Right, now let's
Hmm.
go to the vocabulary. The first word, breathtaking.
Breathtaking, very impressive, beautiful, etc. Yeah, I know
And the
this word.
example,
The
the
balcony,
balcony.
off the balcony offers a breathtaking view of the city.
Right,
Hmm.
okay. And the next one, adventurous.
Adventurous, willing to take risks, and try new things. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm, I'm not a very
Example,
adventurous person, but I love to go bungee jumping when I visit New
bungee.
Zealand.
Yeah,
Bungee,
bungee
okay.
jump. Yeah,
Bungee.
I would never do that. Would you?
Bungee. I don't think I can, put up with that.
No, me.
It's
No,
just
me. No,
probably, yeah.
no, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Budget friendly.
Budget friendly, not too expensive, affordable. There's a nice budget friendly restaurant just around the corner.
Okay. Wander.
Wonder to walk often without a particular purpose or direction. My family enjoys wandering through the woods during spring. Uh,
Right. Now the next one is
and
speciality.
specialty, mm, a product that a person or place is famous for making well. Carrot cake is my grandmother's specialty.
Right then. So here's the article. Would you like to read it?
Okay. Okay. A top three places to visit in Vietnam. With its rich history and culture, breathtaking nature, and busy cities. Okay. It's no surprise that Vietnam is one of the fastest growing tourist destinations in the world. Here are a few places worth seeing if you visit. First is Halong Bay. Halong Bay is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Vietnam, and for good reason. This UNESCO World Heritage Site covers an area of over 1,500 square kilometers and consists of more than 1,600 islands of different shapes and sizes, rising high above the sea.
Mm.
The bay is best seen by boat. You can make stops at different islands to visit the beaches, uh, caves, and floating
Caves, yeah,
villages. Yeah.
yeah, okay.
For more adventurous travelers, there is also scuba diving, rock climbing, and kayaking.
Mm.
Mhm. Hanoi, yeah, the capital of Vietnam, is a budget-friendly destination that has a lot of to offer, from amazing architecture and museums to unique cafes and delicious food. Spend some time wandering through the city's old quarter and take a rest at one of the many street side cafe shops and try a local speciality egg
Speciality, yeah,
coffee.
that's right.
Yeah,
Egg
egg coffee.
coffee.
Yeah.
Have you? What about egg coffee? Have you tried it?
No,
No,
like trying to
yeah.
get used to like coffee taste, but egg coffee I did not try it yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Okay, the
might in
next
the
place.
future,
Yeah,
definitely.
I tried a cup here once years ago in Bangkok. I can't remember what. I remember I liked it, but I can't quite remember exactly what it was like. But yeah. Okay, so the next place, what, Sapa,
Sapa.
yeah?
Yeah, no visit to Vietnam is complete without seeing some of its rice terraces.
Terraces, yeah.
Terraces. The small town of Sapa in northern Vietnam is the perfect place to go hiking and learn more about the life in the countryside. Try to visit from March to May or from September to November when the weather is dry.
So, do you ever travel to these kind of places up in the
Yeah,
north, like Sapa?
yeah, yeah. I went all to three of these places. I mean, Hanoi, I'm living in it. Halong
Yeah,
Bay
that's
is
right.
like I went there like twice, and Sapa once.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, what was Sapa like? Did you enjoy it?
Well, yeah, I would say so.
It
I
looks really.
mean,
It looks beautiful. Yeah,
yes, it looks beautiful. Yeah, it's pretty breathtaking, and well,
breathtaking scenery. Yeah.
I would say that's the only things that is really cool there, and the rest is just there are not so many activity though. Well,
No.
there's one
Uh,
with like the climbing the mountains. If you're
yeah.
like you know, a pretty adventurous person, but yeah, but yeah, that is like the highest mountain in Southeast Asia, I believe so.
Is it? Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Is it? Oh.
Fansipan. Yeah, it's very tall. Well, very high up there. I mean, I went there once. The weather was nice, so when I get up there, it's pretty beautiful. Like a little bit cloudy, and sun shines. Yeah, if I have
Yeah. Well, it's quite
a
far
look,
the north, so you get cooler weather there. I would imagine. Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty high up, so yeah, it's colder. So
So,
if you ever
yes.
try to go Sapa once, and I would definitely recommend like, maybe jacket if you're used to like the weather in Thailand.
Yeah, it's always hot here. It never gets that cold. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. So okay, I mean, I'm thinking I'm going to visit Vietnam maybe this year.
Mm,
I am going to my
mm,
so with my missus, my wife. We say missus in England. playing.
Mm.
She's Thai. But where would you recommend me to go and visit then? I like the beach. I quite like, and I like
Beach.
historical places. I like nice
Mhm.
beaches, and I also like to look around historical places. So where would you recommend?
Historical and beaches. Well, I can only think of Halong Bay as like, yeah, it has a lot of like this history to it, and it's
Yeah,
also beautiful with its
yeah,
beaches and all sort of thing. Yeah, I think it's a great place to go. But if you want to try to like have more activities, and maybe Da Nang or Nha
yeah. I heard
Trang, they
about Da
also
Nang,
have
and I heard
yeah
about those
beautiful
places.
beaches.
And
Yeah, they
and
have
people
beautiful
tell me
beaches.
about Hue and Hoi An as well. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a historical like cities, which
yeah,
if you don't mind, yeah, yeah, it's beautiful too. I mean, there's
yeah.
no, good beaches there, like not so famous at all
I see.
for
Yeah,
its
okay.
beaches, but yeah, it's historic, is quite, a lot.
Yeah, I've met a lot of people like tourists go like from Thailand to Cambodia and then into the south of
Mm.
Vietnam, like Ho Chi Minh City, and then
Mm.
travel all the way up various different places up to Hanoi, Halong Bay, Sapa, and then maybe fly after from out of Hanoi, like into Ho
Mm.
Chi Minh and out of Hanoi and go overland or the other way around. That sounds like a really good trip actually. So I
Mm.
think I'm going to do that later this year. So have you traveled abroad?
No, not yet. But I don't have the chance. Like, I'm kind of busy, even in my
Kind of
summer
busy.
holiday. Yeah,
Summer. When's this? Is the summer holiday now?
not yet. It will be in
Soon.
3 months, 3 or 2
Yeah.
months. Yeah,
All right.
it's
Yeah.
pretty. Mhm.
In Thailand, it starts like the kids. The school holiday starts mid March next month. Late,
Mm.
mid to late March, and April is the big holiday here. For
Uh,
yeah, it's the hottest month, and they have the water festival. Right, the Songkran. It's really hot. I mean, it's even hotter than now. In fact, I saw a weather forecast saying that there's going to be a real heat wave. You know, when we say
mm,
heat wave, yeah, they're talking
yeah,
about 45 degrees. I don't like the idea
wow,
of 45 degrees. That's just ridiculous.
that's really hot.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Make sure the air conditioner's working at that point in time. Yeah. So, where you studying? Are you in high school or university?
High school.
You're
Yeah.
still in high school. So, when you finish high school, what do you intend to go and do?
Um, I'm not thinking much about it yet, but something that goes along with psychology. It sounds
Um,
good, and I'm very interested in it.
yeah, psychology. That's an interesting subject. I would have studied that if I thought about it when I was younger. What makes you interested in psychology?
Well, I mean, to be able to understand other people without like really talking much to them, but you can understand them by just look at what they do, and that
Yeah,
sounds like a very good thing to have. I mean, I don't like talking like just trying to start a conversation yet. I want to, just know what they are, like what's the person they are first, and then I'll try to start up a conversation the way they want to, so they don't
yeah.
get like
Okay.
offended and sort of thing like that. I mean,
Wow.
the world is getting more complex because of many things happening. So, you
The
cannot
world is
offend
getting
anybody.
very. Yeah. That's a really good point. The world is getting more complex, and the idea about offended people get offended too easily. Well, that's what people
Yeah.
get. That this is the kind of argument online. You know, have don't be so offended. People think people are so sensitive that they think
Mhm.
that it's their right to not be offended by anything. And
Mhm.
sometimes And okay, to suss people out, which is really the kind of colloquial or idiom of, sussing people out by, if you understand psychology. I mean,
Mm.
the world is, well. What do you think? Why do you think the world's becoming more complicated in that regard?
Why? Well, let's see. That becomes a little bit more like,
Divided.
yeah, like the demands more for like, even though it's rather impossible to do. Like, for example, we got the gender kind of thing. It's
That
getting out of
that
hand.
is, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it is. It's getting well out of hand. So, do you? Is that an issue in Vietnam? The gender thing.
oh, no, it's not yet. I mean, I don't know if they are doing anything much here. And I think people just being okay with each other. Like
That's
they don't
okay
have
then.
like other things like pronouns and something like they
Yeah,
you
in the
could call
UK is
anything
crazy
you
for that.
want. Well, like
But
it's normal to get insult in Vietnam, not gonna lie. It's like no things.
online, well,
No,
yeah,
like
but
face to face.
since
Straight up.
face to face, well, that's what happened. Yeah, well, sure, okay, you get
Yeah,
insulted if you
yeah.
don't agree with somebody.
But no, it's not actually not agreeing to anybody, but it's like the way they talk to each other. Oh, what more happened? Oh, huge laugh. Mm, yikes. Yeah, they tell them not to tell me.
Hello.
You're back? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right, okay, but yeah, I don't know what happened then. I'm sorry. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
One. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Okay, that's all right. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was talking about the gender thing. I mean, here's an example of how
Mhm.
crazy it is in the UK. My friend, he's a teacher. He teaches art, and his colleague,
Mm.
who's about his age, 55, she just signed a little picture to some of the girls in the class, and there was a nice picture, and she said, "Oh, a picture to you, lovely ladies." That's what she referred to the girls as lovely ladies, and she got suspended
Mm.
from the job because supposed to call, you're not supposed to say ladies, you're supposed to say people.
Mm. That is. Wow.
Yeah, so I think
They
that's
really
crazy,
get
don't you?
offended very easily. Yeah, it's really complex. Yeah.
Yeah,
In Vietnam,
that is
yeah,
that's the truth.
yeah, in
That's the
Vietnam it's
truth.
like it's very chill. Like even if you call the wrong pronouns and anything, they would just like, oh, okay. I mean, you can call me something like that, but if you want me to call, if you
Yeah,
still want to call me like that, it's fine. It's fine. Like if somebody is a transgender from
yeah,
like maybe a man to a woman, but they could just keep
yeah.
calling
But
it's him, or you can call it's a her.
she,
It's fine. Like
yeah.
no problem at all. Yeah.
But this issue with my friend, his friend who he works with, it wasn't with the girls who he gave the picture to. It was from the administration in the job. It was
Mm,
from the company. They won't allow that, you know. And another thing, I read something the other day. It was health advice, right? This was health advice about some vitamins or something,
mm,
and it said pregnant people should consult a doctor. Pregnant people. Yeah, I mean, you know, really, that should be pregnant women, right? You know, pregnant. You know,
yeah.
it said pregnant people.
I
They
mean,
have to be very
yeah.
neutral. Men can't get pregnant. It's pregnant women. Don't try and fool me. But then maybe I'm a little bit old fashioned, right, Nam? And I haven't got a problem with transgender kind of things at all. I live in Thailand, for God's sake. You know, I mean, there's lady
Yeah.
boys everywhere, but it's
Yeah.
just there's so many different pronouns. There we are.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
one of
way
those
too
issues
many.
of our times. So it doesn't bother
Yeah.
me really. You know.
Well, it's also no.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing, the issues of our times that are very complicated. You're learning psychology. I mean, what? Okay, this is a bit of a big question. What
Mhm.
you know, the issues around the world right now. Which one do you think is the most important?
Issues.
The issues, what's
Oh,
happening in the world right now. Which one is the most important to you?
what is the most important? Wow, that's some really hard question.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, don't worry about it. I don't want to give you a headache. But that's okay. For me, it's the issue in Palestine and Israel. I think it's terrible that the Palestine people are being um, massacred and
Yeah,
genocide. There you go.
like they don't really deserve it. I mean, the
No, they
one
don't.
who started is Hamas. It's not even Palestine people. Like it's a group that's made up of Palestine people. It's not the whole country itself.
It's not
Yeah, and they
absolutely,
yeah,
and
and they
that wasn't the start of it either. You know, this was
mhm.
building up over years and years and years. They live in a concentration camp and they broke out. But that's my opinion. You know, I've got a friend who completely disagrees with me, but I feel very sorry for the Palestinian people. But for me, that's the
Yeah,
biggest issue. Mm. There we are. And my country, England, are disgracefully not on the right side, in my opinion. There we are. So
yeah.
but it's sad.
I think
It's
they
a very sad situation.
yeah, the US is like taking the advantage to, sell weapons or what sort of thing like that. So
They are. Yeah, the US
profit
is
out of the
terrible.
world.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
they
like
fund it. They fund the whole thing.
it's
They're
always
terrible.
been like that.
Yeah, always
Yeah,
been like that. Yeah, okay. You've got history in your country, I know. But nice to talk to you, Nam. Have a good day, and
yeah,
I'll hope to see you again. Have a good weekend.
yeah. You too. Have a nice day too.